Hey everybody, some of you may have noticed a funny thing that people will do when they're snatching, and it's with their feet, and they'll be lifting their feet up, or you'll see them rocking on their feet, and they're doing a couple of things. With the front foot, with that front heel coming up, what they're doing is they are trying to get that front hip up higher. And if you think of your hips like your fingertips, you're basically trying to follow through with the hips and get that arm higher. The same way you'd follow through with your fingertips when you're throwing a baseball, when you're trying to follow through with that hip. And what that does is it gets you just a little extra power, and it also gets the trajectory to be a little bit more vertical. So that's why that front heel will come up. And sometimes it'll come up on the way down so you can meet the arm sooner with the body in that hip. All right, so that's the reasoning behind that. And so knowing why will kind of help you with your timing. And another thing that can help you with your timing and just generating more power with your swing is to start thinking about hinging more from the floor rather than doing just a straight hip hinge. Everybody says that, oh yeah, the swing is a hinge, Well, yes, sort of, but it's only half of it. It's also a counterbalance. And if you start counterbalancing from the floor, you'll basically double the amount of power that you can have. And so think about swinging with your feet. Now, if your feet are too wide, you won't be able to move that far. If you bring your feet a little closer, basically as close as you can get them while still passing the ball cleanly between your legs, then you can really cover a lot of distance, and you can lean in direct opposition to that kettlebell and really catapult that kettlebell vertically. And a good way to find that balance and that rhythm is to use a heavyweight kettlebell. And say maybe you don't have a heavy enough kettlebell, you can use, I don't have one here in my small studio, so I have two kind of middle-sized weights. I've got a 14 and a 16. So, I've got 30 kilos here. In here, I'll take my normal swing stance, and I'm not trying to go very high, but I'm just trying to do the work with my legs and my feet. And I'm just finding that rocking motion. Back and forth, back and forth. And that'll help you find that rhythm. And then when you add, the hips to it, it becomes really powerful. So you can practice doing that for a minute or two per side, and you can find that rhythm. Of course, if you have a single heavy kettlebell, it's even better, but two medium-sized kettlebells will work just as well. So I hope that helps you kind of understand why we use the feet. It's to rock back and forth so we can counterbalance, but it's also to get that front hip up higher so you can really catapult that kettlebell up overhead. The snatch is it's like a trebuchet or a catapult. The arm is just like a rope. All that power and energy comes from the counterbalancing of that body and the hip basically throwing that arm in kettlebell up into the air. I hope this is helpful for you. Please hit me up in the comments if you have any questions or comments of your own. Thanks a lot. Bye.